Hello, another edition of Elizabeth Burnt This and That, and we're from the Grassy Knoll, and we've been recording a few freight trains coming through on
We've had
video.
2 so far.
And the radio is turned on. You're probably going to.
So that would be coming from the opposite
Sorry about
way,
that interruption.
right?
That is one of the trains that went through earlier
Oh, never mind.
that was westbound, and there's another defect detector to the west of us.
Okay.
That's what you heard. So,
Yeah.
and it's too cold to start over. So
It's too
back to
cold
Elizabeth
start
Burnt,
over.
This and That, and what do we got tonight?
Radio Days, which is a film by Woody Allen, and this movie takes place in 1943, before America entered the Second World War, and it encapsulates the fact that people gather together around the radio to get their entertainment. And the main character, he regales us with just all the different programs that his family is listening to, what he likes to listen to, and there's a lot of back and forth, much like a radio. And of course, you got your A plot and your B plot, and everything kind of comes together. And it leaves off on the looming fact that we're coming into war. We never really see the war because it's just America's point of view. So I think it's an interesting movie. I really enjoyed it. Plus, there was one story involved in this movie that was actually a true story that everybody listened to. It was about a girl who had fallen into a well. Unfortunately, she did not survive, which is tragic, but I'm thinking it was one of the first tragedies that was ever widely broadcast on the radio as it happened, because they did an update as soon as they could get an update about the young lady who had fallen into that well. But personally, I thought it was really a fascinating film. I'm always a big fan of historical films myself, even if this one was probably an exaggeration of what Ellen had heard growing up, because it really seems like it's a biography, honestly. I can't say that for a fact, but it feels like a biography. But he just has a really eclectic and interesting lens and looking at life. Plus, I like the way he looks at things, and his sarcasm and his sense of humor, and very kind of punny, deadpan, sort of matter of fact, in your face sort of humor. Plus, it didn't sugarcoat anything about the war. It was pretty direct, which a lot of war films, they're one of two things. They could be really patriotic, or they can not sugarcoat anything and be unapologetically gory. So you can get one or the other. This one is neither one of those things, but it's completely unapologetic about how the war was. But if you like movies that are historical, and if you enjoy World War II, this is a different kind of viewpoint, and it's just intriguing because you get to see everybody, how they handle it, and just their interactions with. It's all about the people. It's about the people and how they're living their lives during a crisis, which I thought was really, actually kind of uplifting in a way, and just funny film. Really, absolutely incredible film.
Do you know when the movie came out?
Do I know when Radio Days came out? I actually did a little bit of research, and I think it came out in the 80s. I didn't know about it. I had got on YouTube, and YouTube was suggesting the Purple Rose of Cairo to me, which I had never seen. And this was another one that it suggested to me, and I thought, okay, I'll watch it because I like Woody Allen, and I really enjoyed it. It was quite exceptionally done. I mean, if you like him, I don't know. This one I would rank as probably one of his best. Well, Stardust Memories I think is the top, and then of course Radio Days would go in there somewhere. Purple Rose of Cairo I hold near and dear to my heart, because if you've seen Last Action Hero, Last Action Hero gains its influence through Purple Rose of Cairo.
And that was a great movie.
Yeah, Last Action Hero.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, it was influenced by that movie, and a lot of people don't know that. But if you've seen it, the main character from the movie, the protagonist, steps out of his own movie and
Steps out of the movie.
Steps out of the movie and ventures into the real world.
Actually, the kid has a magic ticket, so he goes into the movie.
Yeah, it's a little bit different
And
with
then he
Purple
brings
Rose
Arnold
of Cairo.
out of the movie.
Yeah, it's a little bit different with Purple Rose of Cairo. So
It's a good movie.
yeah, so that's how they got their muse. I think that's where they found their muse. But yeah, Radio Days, if you like that old kind of nostalgia, I think there's a lot of nostalgia to it, but it doesn't sugarcoat anything, which is what I really enjoy. I mean, he's straightforward. He basically calls a spade a spade. So if you're looking for a movie that's a little bit different, then I would recommend it highly. I give it 3.5, well, actually 4 out of 5, and then 2 thumbs way up.
And we're out here in the country. We planned to come out
Yeah, it's cold.
late afternoon when it was a whole lot warmer out here.
Yeah, now it's cold.
It feels like it's, oh man, 60 degrees, maybe.
I think
A
it's
little bit less.
a little bit colder than that. But
And,
it is chilly outside.
Because it's a good hour after dark.
Yeah.
But we got doing some other things and decided we'd still come out here, but of course after dark. We're out at the Grassy Knoll. It's out in the country.
Stop at the number 2 main, US 39.
That's a train that's up the tracks about 5 miles from here to the west.
And I have a question for you, John. Are you going to try to get the Comet tomorrow? Comet Swan or
It's in the
not?
morning.
Yeah,
No,
it's in the morning. No, no.
I
Most likely Paul will.
I'll wait until it's an evening comet. I'll leave that up to my buddy Paul, who's not as allergic to the cold as I am.
How many does he have now?
I think he's coming up on, it'll be comet number 7.
7. Yeah,
In
I
6
think
years,
this-
7
I
comets
think-
in 6
I
years
think
that
this
he's
is number
photographed.
7 that he's actually taken a photo of.
Yeah. So anyway,
Unbelievable.
we're out here at the Grassy Knoll. It's beautiful weather today. And
it's
I'll show you
sunny
real
outside.
quick if I can go up there and take a peek at that full moon.
The moon is
Let's see.
glorious, as usual.
And zoom in a little bit.
When it was lower on the horizon, it was much
Really
bigger,
zoomed
but
in.
it's up higher in the sky, so
And
it's not
I
as
have to
big.
lower the exposure. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, wow. If I can get a little
You
more
and your
steady.
gadgets.
There we go.
Can you see the craters on her? Miss
With my
Luna.
cold hands, I'm trying to hold the phone steady.
Well, it probably won't show.
That's a 24 times zoom on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Zoom back a little bit and come back to Elizabeth. Gonna bring the exposure back up again. Yeah, the only way to get the moon on these smartphones is you've got to lower the exposure. Would have been a good night to bring the big camera out and photograph the moon. Maybe in a couple more nights when it's less full. Full moons just don't look that great. They look very flat. And
I concur.
I think it's a better picture when you can wait, 3 or 4 days after full moon.
Right.
Well, anyway, that'll do it for us from the Grassy Knoll. I think we've got one more train coming through. We may catch that tonight before we
Totally
take
call
off.
it a night.
But anyway, thanks for joining us. You all take care and say goodnight, Elizabeth.
Good night.